Yo, this is Ben Covage from Elevated Trips, and we're here in Yangshuo. It's a rock climber's paradise here in Guangxi Province, just about an hour drive south of Guilin. Guilin is actually on the 20 Kuai bill of China, but this is a little bit more of an authentic area as far as a little bit less tourism, but beautiful. See these amazing karst mountain formation straight out of a Chinese historical painting, and this place is awesome. It's got a lot of beautiful nature. It's got caving, rock climbing, hiking, kayaking, really whatever you want to do, it's down here. And in particular, we're on the Li River here, or the Lijiang. This is the main river that flows through Yangshuo Town, and you can see behind me some of these bamboo rafts. That's one of the main activities of the town. It's a little touristy, but kind of fun. You kind of get on one of these little flat rafts, and then one of the guides takes you down the river for about an hour. So yeah, that's definitely one thing that most tourists do in Yangshuo, and I recommend doing it because it gives you a great view of some of these karst formations. But this week, we're going to be exploring Yangshuo, doing some caving and checking out the beautiful outdoor scenery here in this jungle paradise.
Yangshuo sits to the southeast of Guilin City, about 65 kilometers away from the city center. This is an old county town with more than 1,400 years of history from the Sui dynasty. This town has a population of about 300,000 people, but receives over 1.5 million tourists per year. There's an old Chinese saying about the beauty of Yangshuo that goes, Guilin's scenery is peerless in the world, and Yangshuo's scenery is the best in Guilin. Thus, Yangshuo has been a popular backpacker attraction since the 1980s, attracting innumerable travelers from all around the globe. This is something straight out of a traditional Chinese ink painting with stunning karst formations, idyllic green bamboo foliage, and ancient bridges and temples. Yangshuo has a subtropical monsoon climate with temperate weather all the year round, right around 25 to 40 degrees Celsius. Together with its neighbor Guilin, Yangshuo has the most famous karst topography in China, with over 20,000 abruptly rising peaks seated within its county. The karst scenery here is created by limestone or calcium carbonate, rock that is soft and gets eroded by the copious monsoon rains.
Another thing you guys will see in Yangshuo is these giant clusters of bamboo. This is just insane. It's probably almost 30 meters tall, and this thing must be a good 6 or 7 meters just across one way. Okay, this is kind of Yangshuo, sort of downtown-ish area. You can see behind me there's this restaurant, the flashing gray one right behind me on this white building. That sign says Pizhou Yu, which means beer fish, and that is one of the most famous dishes. If you come to Yangshuo, you'll probably experience some little beer fish. It's not actually a local dish, but they started making it for tourists and became quite popular among tourists, and it's a decent dish. It's just basically fish, very cooked simply in beer, so it's pretty good. So Yangshuo is really a hot weather scooter culture. If you've ever been to places like Thailand or Vietnam, you know that those places are full of scooters. And that is no less true here in Yangshuo. Everyone is riding scooters. There's scooter parking everywhere. And that's actually one of the things I really recommend doing as a tourist, is just rent a scooter. It's about 30 kwai per day, about $5 US, dirt cheap for a scooter, and just ride around the country roads and see what it has to offer. But do be careful, because there is a lot of other scooter traffic. Okay, we're walking Shijia, or the West Street, and this is kind of the walking street, no cars, which is nice. Old style street with lots of new and kind of refurbished shops, some touristy, some kind of local, but definitely a great place to spend a couple hours, especially at night if you're looking for restaurants. All right, one of my personal street food favorites in China, these wonderful meat pies. They actually hand roll the dough, slap them against the table, and then fill them with meat and fry them. Probably not healthy for your heart, but very good for the soul. Have a try here, a little meat pie. Yeah, fresh and hot. Oh, just boiled the onions, and the crispy crust is amazing, like a warm croissant. As with most places in southern China, the durian market is alive and well. We've never seen durian. It's kind of like a big fruit, like almost the size of jackfruit, a little bit bigger than a basketball, kind of spiky, but very, very pungent, even to the point that some describe it as kind of smelling like sweat socks. Most Thailand hotels, where Chinese love to eat durian, actually outlaw durian because it is so stinky, it'll actually like permeate a hotel and leave its scent in the hotel. But that's what we got going on back here, is selling some Southeast China durian. So, you know, you can try that if you're into trying very pungent fruits. One really popular thing to do is to dress up like a local person, like one of the local ethnicities of the Yangshuo area, with these kind of silver bangly silver balls and lots of little silver trinkets, dressed up in local attire, and get your picture taken, especially on a bamboo raft. That's a very popular thing for local tourists to do. Some of these Chinese shops are really trying quite hard to pull in the tourist customer. The shop behind me has a llama, a live llama, chewing some grass in the front of the window to try to advertise their tea. Oh, it has gotten very loud and very crowded at 9 o'clock at night in this market. This has been coverage from Elevated Trips, coming at you from Yangshuo in southern China. Subscribe to our channel and check us out for more in travel and wild China.